think I'm gonna start crying. I haven't moved from my spot, I finished my food, but I decided to do some scrolling on TikTok, and I know I'm not a consumer, I am a producer. I have kind of set up my feed so that when I do scroll, there is nothing but affirmations, business, Thailand content, just anything that is positive. There's no gossip, there's no blog pages, there's just no negativity. I keep seeing come up on my For You page weddings and stuff, and I saw Toni Tone's wedding, and she looks so beautiful. The whole thing, her speech. I had to comment. I was like, Toni, don't make me cry. I'm acting like she knows me, but I was like, no, this is so beautiful. It just made me feel like, you know, love is not a bad thing, you know, and I actually enjoy love. Like, I really love love, and I love to love. But I'm on TikTok and I've now come across Nakita. Oh, I love me some Nakita because she's literally just like in her own world. She's very laid back. You don't really know much about her. She just does her. She's in her bag. She goes to the gym, and she just made a series on TikTok about, am I getting engaged or not, or am I overthinking? Something along those lines. And I'm watching the final part, and it just looks so beautiful, because is she getting engaged or is she not? But this is going to be the last video that I watch. I'm such an emotional person. I cry for everything. But she said that she put her phone away because she didn't want to be antisocial whilst the guy was telling her fun facts about the history of where it is that she was at. She said the rest of that was history. So I believe that she is engaged, and congratulations to Nakita. It's just so beautiful to see love. And I'm coming from a background where weddings and stuff, they don't exist. That sort of love doesn't exist in my bloodline. I'll be so real. Look into my family tree. That sort of love does not exist. Growing up, I was like, no, I don't want to get married. I don't want to do this. That was just a mindset that I adapted from what it is that I saw from my family. Like, the only weddings that there was, I've been to like 2 weddings. Best believe, let me tell you about these 2 weddings. These 2 weddings were either, no, not even say either, they were both so that the other individual could get their stay in the UK, and they just made it seem like, oh, cute. It was all a facade, it was all a play. Let's be real. I'm not looking for fake love. I am not even in like a mind frame of looking for love right now. I'm on loving myself, elevating myself, pushing myself to my highest potential before I move on to the next chapter in my life, where I can be like, oh, do you know what, I feel like I'm ready to welcome love. I feel like I'm ready to start dating. I feel like la da da. But right now I'm just working on me, and I feel like that's the best thing to do. If you haven't reached any of your goals, if you haven't filled your own little pots, the 7 pots that I try to fill are wealth, business, love, and my personal relationships. So loving myself, the love that I have for my friends and family. My health is something that I have to prioritize always. My confidence, as you can see that ever since I've come to Thailand, and I told myself, yeah, it's time to like push myself out of my comfort zone, regardless if I have it or not, regardless if these pots are full. This is gonna be a time where I am in the deep end and I have no choice but to swim or sink or swim. But my confidence and my identity, so figuring out who I am, what it is that I like, how it is that I love to love me. And then I have my creativity flow, me creating this video, making it look cute for you guys. And the last one is my spiritual growth and my alignment. So those are the 7 pots that I like to fill, and I feel like when you fill all of these 7 pots, you push yourself to a higher place, to a higher level of yourself. If you know that you're currently not in a place where it is that you desire, and you know that where you are right now is like your environment, it really is keeping you down, but you still see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's blurry, but even though it's blurry, you still see the vision of who it is that you need to be. The girl, the woman that you are meant to be, the woman with the money, the woman that's aligned, the woman that is fully creative, the woman that has this big girl business or this amazing career, the woman that everything just flows, everything flows to you. You don't have any worries. That sort of woman, you have to fill those 7 pots, those 7 little glasses, one by one. You'll get there. I kind of went off topic for a second, so I forgot what it is that I actually wanted to say. It is a journey, like to reach your higher self, to elevate and to get to where it is that you need to get to, even in your certain circumstances, in your current environment. Again, you have to be delusional, and as you're being delusional, you need to keep pushing. I'm not saying like be delusional as in like do the most sort of thing. I couldn't even give you an example, but I would say be delusional at a 50% response rate, because you also need to learn how to take risk. And even if the risk don't work out, that shouldn't even be a question in your head. Because what do you mean? What do you mean the risk that I'm taking? What if it doesn't work out? You need to be delusional. You need to know that, do you know what? I'm going to take this risk today and it is going to work out. And the reason why it is going to work out is because I am pushing myself and I am putting my all to make sure that what it is that I am risking right now, it works out for me. And that's exactly what I'm doing here in Thailand. I have come to Thailand with the minimum, and with the minimum I used to pay my 2 months deposit, my rent for the month. I have no choice but to push myself. I have no choice. As I'm pushing myself here, there is so much that I have done being so uncomfortable, and with the thought of, do you know what? It's time for me to thrive. It's time for me to be the girl, the woman that I said that I was going to be, that I always knew that I was going to be. I have all the knowledge. I have the skills. I have the tools. God guides me. The only thing that was holding me back when I was in the UK is that I hated my environment. It kept me at a standstill. My mindset was frozen. I had to change my environment. People around me, they were like, oh, they have dreams to do that. They have dreams to do this. But the only thing is that this dream that they keep telling me about, they told me this like fucking 10 years ago. So you're telling me it's gonna take you 10 years to get to your dream. Why can't you do it now? Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, my job is hard work. Oh, the kids, la la la. And I will be so real. Those are the type of people that I just no longer surround myself by, because what do you mean it took you 10 years and you still till this day have not started? It doesn't make any sense. I go on my Instagram, again, my Instagram feed is very much positive based. I follow like-minded people, business, just anything that is higher than myself, that is going to push me to want more, that is going to push me in the right direction with all the tips that it is that I am consuming on a day-to-day basis. There are women that have 5 kids, 4 kids, 2 kids, women that are mothers that push themselves regardless of having children as a responsibility. Children are a responsibility. They push themselves. They use their children as a way to push themselves. They have a reason. Their children are their reasons as to why it is that they go so hard. They go so hard because they have children. They don't want their children to suffer. They don't want their children to have less. So what do? They get up and they hustle, they get it done, they start businesses, and within a year, you will be so surprised of where it is or how far it is that you come. Regardless, every time I hear someone come to me, and I always hear the I can't, not right now, soon, tomorrow. Tomorrow does not exist. It doesn't exist. That is something that I have removed from my mindset. Tomorrow doesn't exist, and tomorrow isn't promised. Everything that is that I want to do that can help me push myself towards the higher version of me, the woman that I am going to become, I do today. There is 24 hours in a day. I don't even have to take full sleeps anymore. I be taking naps, probably 2 naps a day. Yeah, I'll probably sleep in like 2 to 3 hours, wake up from that 2 to 3 hour nap, and I'll go again. I will go again. In my 24 hours, I still have time to go to the gym. I still have time to eat. I still have time to create courses, to make my YouTube videos, to find a strategy to show up to all my mentorships. There's so much time. I feel like the only reason why I feel like there is so much time as well, because there is because I learned to slow down. I have adapted my life to a slow living. In my slow living life, I tend to use my hours very, very wisely. I was just on TikTok scrolling and I saw wedding and I was crying my eyes out, thinking, oh my god, this is so beautiful, whatever not. 20 minutes maximum is what I spend on social media. 20 minutes is even too long. It takes up your time, and before you know it, 1 hour has gone by, 2 hours have gone by, oh my god, one more video. 4 hours has gone by. This 4 hours, you could have done something to produce and convert into something that's gonna make you reach a higher goal. Reach the woman that is you said that you was gonna be. You said that you wanted to be that woman. Tell me why you scrolled 4 hours on TikTok and you didn't even post a thing on there. You really spent 4 hours on TikTok and you didn't even post, just sat there for 4 hours and consumed everybody else's content. Right. I can see that you really want this, honestly. I didn't actually need to go for one, but sometimes I just have to put what it is that I'm feeling, that I'm thinking out there in the world. Again, when I record these videos, I forget about them. So when I go back and I now have to edit them to post them, it's like, bro, did I actually just say this? But do you know what? I hear where you're coming from. I get this. I be giving myself my own life advice. Sometimes it's even like the best times, like when I'm feeling down, because when I'm feeling down and then I see myself being so positive on a screen that I'm editing, it's just like, I gotta keep going. I can't give up. I can't give up. I won't give up. I'm just gonna keep going. I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped. I'm in my element. I am in my element. But with that being said, I feel like this is probably like even the right time to even put it out there. But I told you guys that I was working on something, and I was working on something previously, but then I had a better idea of how it is that I could probably produce what it is that I wanted to produce, but make it more personal, create some sort of magic. With that being said, I have created my first school community. So if you want to invest in yourself, if you want to change your mindset, if you want to elevate as a woman, if you want to learn how to create something for yourself, if you want your own online business, if you want to just elevate in all 7 of those cups, this is the right time for you to get in. I'm going to give out everything that I possibly know. I have spent so much money on coaches, mentorship. I probably could have even spent more, but what I've come to realize is that for me to be where it is that I need to be as the woman that I tend to be, it's about having confidence. It's about changing your mindset. It's about changing your environments. It's about being strong. It's about having audacity. I'm gonna leave the link to my community in the description box below. I actually haven't even uploaded any courses in there just yet, but there are 5 modules available, so you can have a sneak peek of what it is that is to come. And I promise you guys, I will put everything it is that I know that is going to get you from here to there. Even if you do 1% a day, you're still 1% higher to reaching your higher self than you were yesterday. Think of that. That's something I actually have to work on today. I'm actually going to put like 2 videos out on my community today, and I'm actually super excited. This is a start of something new. This is my little baby, I guess. I wish I had someone like me that could tell me step by step what it is that I needed to do to push, to get me out of this dark space, to let me know that there's still hope, there's still light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm creating. So think of me as your big sister, sharing to you all of the things that got me to where it is I am today. And even though I'm not where it is where I want to be right now, I'm telling you, 1% of improvement is better than nothing. Who I was yesterday and who I am today are two different people. Who I was last month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, the person at the beginning of the year, the person last year, the person 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, we are not the same. It is not too late to reinvent yourself, realign yourself, act as if you are that girl, because you are that girl. Girl, you literally are that girl. And I don't know why it is that you're not acting like you're not that girl. Step on next. Step on next. You have the potential. Get out there. I promise on my behalf to put out nothing but the best. I'm somebody that used to suffer with perfectionism real bad. Even though it is so much better now. It is so much better now because I still am showing up. I'm learning to just start. As I'm starting, I know that I'm going to produce nothing but the best for you guys. You guys that push me when it comes to content, when it comes to being on social media, because I'm a very introverted person. Let me be real. I also love exploring. I also love meeting new people, and I also like to meet like-minded people. People that are adventurous, people that like to do the spontaneous. And I can't believe I've been talking for this long. 24 minutes, girl. I feel like I need to hurry up and complete this vlog, but it's only now 10:30 a.m. I'm supposed to be having a mini self-care, and it's gone into mini self-care, ranting, eating food, more ranting, and now I feel like I'm going to clean up, and then I might do a nice little face mask. But let me stop talking, let's get back into the video.